Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome again to a new lesson on Durusu العربية للناشئين. Today inshallah we are going to look at الدرس التاسع والعشرون, that is lesson 29, and the topic of this lesson is Usratu Abdul Aziz. This means Abdul Aziz family. Usratu Abdul Aziz means Abdul Aziz family. So here we have Iqra, that is read. Iqra, read. So here we have some series of sentences that are talking about the family of Abdul Aziz. So the first one we have Usratu Abdul Aziz taskunu fi shaqqatin بالدور الرابع في شارع المطار. This means أسرة عبد العزيز, Abdul Aziz family, تسكن lives في شقة in a flat. شقة means a flat. بالدور الرابع, by the fourth floor. To have الدور means floor. الرابع, that is the fourth. بالدور الرابع, by the fourth floor. في شارع المطار, in the airport street. شارع means street, then المطار means the airport. في شارع المطار, in the airport street. So let's go again. أسرة عبد العزيز, Abdul Aziz family, تسكن في شقة lives in a flat بالدور الرابع, by the fourth floor. في شارع المطار, in the airport street. So the next one, number 2, we have في الصباح يأخذ الأب الأولاد إلى المدرسة. This means في الصباح, in the morning, يأخذ الأب الأولاد, the father takes the children. So al-awlad means the children, and the singular form of al-awlad is waladun, that is a child or a boy. إلى المدرسة, to the school. في الصباح, in the morning, يأخذ الأب الأولاد, the father takes the children. إلى المدرسة, to the school. So the next one we have الأم ترتب البيت وتعمل الطعام. This means الأم, that is the mother, ترتب البيت, arranges the house. وتعمل الطعام, and prepare the food. الأم ترتب البيت, the mother arranges the house. وتعمل الطعام, and make the food. So the next one we have بعد الظهر يحضر الأولاد من المدرسة. This means بعد الظهر, by the afternoon, يحضر الأولاد, the children arrive, من المدرسة, from the school. بعد الظهر, by the afternoon, يحضر الأولاد, the children arrive, من المدرسة, from the school. So number 5 we have ويرجع الأب من الشركة. This means ويرجع الأب, and the father returns, من الشركة, from the company. So الشركة means the company. ويرجع الأب من الشركة, and the father returns from the company. So the next one we have في المساء يعمل الأولاد الواجب. This means في المساء, in the evening, يعمل الأولاد الواجب, the children do the homework. So الواجب means the homework. في المساء يعمل الأولاد الواجب, in the evening, the children do the homework. So the last one we have ويقرأ الأب الصحيفة. This means, and the father reads the newspaper. الصحيفة means the newspaper. وتشاهد الأم التلفزيون, and the mother watches the television. التلفزيون means the television. So this is the end of the dialogue or the sentences that are talking about the family of Abdul Aziz. So now let's look at some of the exercises that are below this dialogue. So the first one, here we have an instruction that says قل. قل means say, or اكتب صحيحة, write the sign correct, أو خطأ, or wrong. So here we are provided with some sentences that are talking about the family of Abdul Aziz, as we read earlier on. So we are going to put the correct sign in front of the ones that are correct, and put the wrong sign in front of the ones that are wrong according to the passage. So number one, we have تسكن أسرة عبد العزيز. This means Abdul Aziz family lives في شقة, in a flat, بالدور الثالث, by the third floor. So here, as you can see, this is wrong because in the passage we said بالدور الرابع, by the fourth floor. So number two, we have منزل أسرة عبد العزيز في شارع المطار. This means Abdul Aziz house is in the airport street. So here we are going to put Sahih because this is correct according to the passage. So number three, we have تأخذ الأم الأولاد إلى المدرسة في الصباح. This means the mother takes the children to the school in the morning. So here we are going to put خطأ, that is wrong, because it is the father that takes the children to the school in the morning. So number four, we have ترتب الأم البيت وتعمل الطعام. This means the mother arranges the house and prepare the food. So this is correct. So we are going to say Sahih, that is correct. So this is how we are going to complete this exercise. So now let's move on to the next one, and here we have the instruction that says أجب عن الأسئلة الآتية. This means answer the following questions. So number one, we have أين تسكن أسرة عبد العزيز. This means where does Abdul Aziz family live? So according to the passage, if you could remember, Abdul Aziz family lives in the airport street. So here we are going to say تسكن أسرة عبد العزيز في شارع المطار. This means Abdul Aziz family lives in the airport street. So number two, we have إلى أين يأخذ الأب الأولاد في الصباح. This means where does the father takes the children in the morning? So as you could remember, the father takes the children to the school in the morning. So in that case, we are going to say يأخذ الأب الأولاد إلى المدرسة في الصباح, meaning the father takes the children to the school in the morning. So number three says ماذا تعمل الأم. What does the mother do? So here we are going to say ترتب الأم البيت وتعمل الطعام. The mother arranges the house and prepare the food. So this is how we are going to complete this exercise. So now let's move on to the next one. And here we have an instruction that says استفهم. استفهم means ask a question. مستخدما, using أداة الاستفهام, the question tag, التي تسمعها, that you hear, or بين القوسين, or that is between the two brackets, كما في المثال, according to the example. So here we are provided with some series of sentences which we are going to provide some questions to using these question tags. So the first sentence we have هذا القلم لصديقي. This means this pen is for my friend. So here we have the question tag liman. So in this case we are going to say liman هذا القلم. This means who owns this pen. So number two we have للطالب أربعة كتب. This means the students have 4 books. So here we have the question tag kam, that is how many. So in that case we are going to say كم كتبا للطالب? How many books does the student have? So the next one we have أذهب إلى المكتبة لأقرأ. This means I am going to the library to read. So here we have the question tag لماذا, that is why. So in this case we are going to say لماذا تذهب إلى المكتبة. This means why did you go to the library? So number 4 we have يكتب محمود لوالده. This means Mahmoud is writing for his father. So here we have liman, that is for who. So in this case we are going to say liman yaktubu mahmudun. For who is Mahmud writing? So this is how we are going to complete this exercise. So now let's move on to the last exercise, and here we have an instruction that says Ajib anil as'ilatil atiya. This means answer the following questions. So here number 1 we have ماذا تفضل من الألوان. This means what did you prefer from the colors? So here you could mention any type of color that you prefer. So you could say أفضل الأحمر من الألوان, meaning I prefer the red from the colors. Number 2 we have ماذا تفضل من الفاكهة. This means what did you prefer from the fruit? So here you could say I prefer the apple from the fruit. So in that case you are going to say أفضل التفاح من الفاكهة. I prefer the apple from the fruit. So number 3 we have ماذا تفضل من الهوايات. What did you prefer from the hobbies? So here you could say أفضل القراءة من الهوايات. I prefer reading from the hobbies. So the next one we have ماذا تفضل من الأعداد. What did you prefer from the numbers? So here you could mention any number. So you could say أفضل العشرة من الأعداد. I prefer the 10 from the numbers. So this is how we are going to complete this exercise. So with this we've come to the end of the exercises and also the end of today's lesson. We hope we enjoy the lesson. See you in our next lesson. مع السلامة. إلى اللقاء. Yeah.